Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassandra. I am the witch, the spiritualist, the founder and creator of Magic of Eden. For those of you guys that are new here, of course, if you are returning, if you are an Eden family member already, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate your time here as always. Now, I really wanted to get right into this video because this feels like a message that Spirit really needed me to get out. Also, I have to sacrifice the quality of the video so that I can get the message out. So you're going to hear talking in the background. You're going to hear kids in the background. My children are upstairs. My kid is on his tablet and he loves to laugh and play. And I just cannot just stop and wait to get this message out. So we're just going to have to kind of roll with the punches here. Thank you all for being very patient with me. I really do appreciate it. I would do my absolute best to drown the sound out in the background. So thank you all for understanding that first and foremost. All right, so moving forward, I ended up getting a vision earlier of someone was kind of sitting in the rain. It was at night, and it looked kind of like a woman or someone who identifies as a woman. And this person was just crying and sobbing and weeping and was just in this emotional agony where they felt like they were being emotionally tortured, where they felt like their emotions were constantly being played with, where they felt like they were just losing a grip on life. And that's really what I felt, by seeing this vision. But at the same time, there was someone who looked like a masculine figure or a man, or however they identify. It looked as though they had came to kind of give comfort to this person, and they sat down in the rain with them, and they said, because the person that was crying in the vision looked homeless, but they weren't homeless. They had a home, but they still felt out of place, as if though they didn't have a home. But they had a physical home, but they felt like they still did not belong anywhere, if that makes sense. And what I kind of feel like is to continue on with the vision, they were sitting with that person, and then they said, "My home is your home." And they picked up the person that was crying, was picked up and physically removed from the location that they were at. Now, mind you, in the vision, I didn't see any buildings. I didn't see any of that. All I saw was a person crying rain and this dim lights, as if they were sitting under like a light post or something like that. And I feel, so they got up and carried the person away. Now, I'm skipping over this because the message that I want to get out, I feel it so hard to where I'm so excited to tell you, but so I'm just going to go ahead and continue with the message. I'm sorry, you guys got to forgive me. Whenever I get like really deep, intense downloads, this is what happens. So this is a part of the process. This is a very real thing. I'm so sorry that I cannot be polished right now. But anyway, moving forward, I feel like in the vision, especially with the cards that we have here, the cards that we have are the Three of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Judgment card, the Four of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups here. We have what looks like the Ten of Swords. We have the Chariot. We also have the Lovers in reverse. We have the Three of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. And it's so interesting because when I was pulling the cards, now you guys already know that when I normally do the card pulls, I like to shuffle them live so that you can see me do everything. But for whatever reason, there are times where I will be shuffling for either myself or for the collective, just to get a general sense of what's going on. And then Spirit says, I need you to share this message with a plethora of people, or with a magnitude of people. So that's what I'm doing right now. The message that I have coming from this right now is that you are literally in a space where you are being picked up and carried out of a very tumultuous, agonizing, emotionally draining, emotionally wrenching time in your life right now. And I do feel like a lot of you guys do, in a sense, feel like you're losing a grip on life because you're in a sense, you're connected to the world, you're connected to your friends, your family, you're seeing everything play out in the world, and you see your own breakdowns in your personal life happening, and then the people that are around you more than likely are going through their things, and it's just everything is weighing on you because you're an empath and you can feel every single thing, and you do your best to show up for other people. You do your best to come out and create a safe space for other people, and it's like, when am I gonna have something created for me? That way I can feel safe. That way I can feel like I'm at an oasis, because I'm used to providing that to people. I have not been gentle on myself because of my inability to provide right now, because I'm in a space where I'm being emotionally stressed. It's like when you have Play-Doh or a piece of gum if you've ever played with gum before, and you keep stretching it and you keep stretching it and you keep stretching it until eventually it thins out and it breaks apart. That's what this feels like right now. And it does feel like it's like things, some people may be trying to help you, they may be trying to give you a helping hand, but you know intuitively that it's because they feel like it's out of obligation, and so you don't want to accept that. The Four of Cups here, you don't want to accept that because you know that it's coming from a place of obligation. It's like you want for someone to do it from a, genuinely, you know what I mean? Like that's what this feels like. But at the same time, I do feel like this is what you're being carried away from. Spirit is like, I really want you to understand that this time in your life is not permanent. This is very temporary. You are literally being taken out of this time because Spirit says this time has served its purpose. It wasn't to punish you. It wasn't to make you feel as though you weren't worthy of of experiencing the highest quality of whatever or of emotional fulfillment. But in a sense, I feel like Spirit is saying, I'm getting a download, you guys. Give me 1 second, please. I need you to hold on is what Spirit is saying right now. Literally, like I'm getting a download. I'm getting a very clear message. That message specifically said, I need you to hold on. I need you to hold on to their shoulders. I need you to focus on the vision. I need you to release the pain. I need you to let go of the pain. I need you to release the emotional torment that you are inflicting on yourself by not being kind. This is not going to resonate for everyone. This is going to resonate for a very few amount of people. So take this message as it resonates, please. Also, what I do feel like is Spirit is saying you are literally being picked up and carried. Some of you are literally being picked up, like someone is literally coming to where you're at, bending down, kneeling down, and holding you, because it's like you can't hold on to this emotional weight or this emotional baggage anymore. Like you simply cannot, because at this point, what I'm hearing Spirit say is that it's starting to affect your health at this point. Something has got to give. It's something, and it's so interesting because lately today I've been really feeling the vibes of like elephants, giraffes. I've been feeling the vibes of whales, like bison, very huge mammals. I've been gravitating towards today. And the interesting thing about elephants is that to me, in my own journey, what I've noticed is I see the elephant as not only the wise one, but also someone of or a totem for spiritual protection, spiritual understanding, depth, memory, understanding, and diving within those memories and diving within who it is that you know that you are to your core, and remembering the vision, remembering where you're going. Sometimes in the midst of pain, we do forget the vision, we do forget the target, we do forget to keep our eyes locked on that specific goal because we have been sidetracked by the emotional pains that have been gifted to us by people, by situations, or whatever. And Spirit is saying, I need you to go back, and I need you to remember, and I need you to understand that this is you, in a sense, sitting in between the light and the dark. The High Priestess, from what I see, is normally with the Rider-Waite deck, the High Priestess sits in between two pillars. She sits in between the black pillar and the white pillar. Now, to me, this is everything within in the middle of those pillars. So you have black, you have white, and then you have the gray area, because black and white make gray. And so there's everything in between. You are literally sitting in between everything. What I'm hearing right now is that some of you guys are now learning how to weigh out the light, the dark, and bring them both together so that you can understand and see the bigger picture. At the same time, some of you guys are focused and locked in on the pain because this is your soul saying, I need to be liberated from this pain. This is the reason why you keep focusing on the negative aspect, even though it's not negative in a bad sense. This is your shadow. This is your intuition saying, you need healing. That's the reason why some of you guys are so heavily focused on the pain and the loss and the torment and all those different things. Spirit is saying, I am here to help you to move forward and to move past this, because to be honest, this is coming to an end that is inevitable. There is nothing you can do to change this. Absolutely not. You can't change it. This is unchangeable. This is undeniable. This is fact. This is spiritual fact. That's what the divine is saying. Now, at the same time, there's a need for me to be gentle with this. Understand that even though I am coming out and my energy is very strong, it's not the fact that I'm trying to be, very hard like a hammer. It's just the fact that spirit is saying, I need to give you this message because this is a long awaited message that you've been needing. And I can feel that in my heart space. Like my heart chakra is spinning so fast right now. And this is the love that I have to give to you right now in this moment because you know that you need it. And spirit is using me to give you the love that you have been needing for the past 10 months. I don't know why the words 10 months came through, but this feels like something that has been happening for the last 10 months. Spirit is saying it is over. It is time for emotional clarity, for emotional fulfillment. It is time for so much more than what you've been experiencing. That is what spirit is telling you. And if you feel that you don't want to accept something from someone because you feel that it's being done out of obligation, you don't have to accept that at all. Because something more divine is on its way. Something more protective, spiritual, something more spiritual, something is aligning with you spiritually. You are being brought or carried to a place where you can focus on where you can focus on your intuitive clarity. You are literally being brought to a space where you can then you can sit in a quiet place, in a safe space to gather your thoughts and to make the decisions that you need to make to head back towards that vision. You are being brought to a space where you are going to be cared for, where you are going to be loved, where you are going to be pampered, catered to, where you have a home cooked meal. Potatoes, squash, beans, rice, whatever it is that you eat, cornbread, greens, like whatever it is, you have a home cooked meal waiting for you because someone out there wants to meet you and they want to embrace you and they want to help you and they want to love you. For some of you guys, this is a relationship. For some of you guys, this is some type of partnership. And to flip this around, this is you helping someone else because of what they are going through right now. That's what this feels like. It just feels in a sense like, here we have the moon. How interesting. We have the moon here. For whatever reason, I just heard the word stabilize, like stable. I need to be stable. Some of you guys don't feel as if you're secure. Some of you guys are holding back on voicing the fact that you don't feel safe and secure physically, spiritually, sexually, mentally, emotionally. It's like you don't feel secure in these spaces. And so that is the reason why spirit is sending you someone to help. For some of you guys, it is a literal person. For others of you, it may be symbolic for something else. Whatever, just take it as it resonates, you guys. Just please take it as it resonates, right? This is not going to fit a mass, a lot of people. And I'm okay with that. I just needed to get this message out. And we have here, the world card is in reverse here. Interesting is that I was actually pulling cards from the Rider-Waite deck earlier, and the first card that actually ended up jumping out was from the Rider-Waite deck was the world card. In this sense, we do have it in reverse. Understand that spirit is asking you to be open and to remember that you don't have to close yourself off to the love that is being offered to you to help you get to this new space of healing, of clarity, of love, of fulfillment in all areas of your life. Spirit is saying, I need you to open your arms wide so that you can connect with universal consciousness, so that you can connect with the world, so that you can connect with your neighbor, your friends, your family, your siblings, whoever. Spirit is saying, I need you to open up wide so that you can understand the true meaning of life, so that you can plant these seeds of love into yourself, allow them to be planted in you so that you can grow, so that your roots can touch the roots of others. And then we create this network of love, fulfillment, life. And this is bringing me to Avatar, where the Na'vi were sitting at the tree. I believe it was a tree of souls or something like that. And so they were sitting at the tree of souls, I believe it was. And they were transferring the consciousness from the human body to the next avatar, and they were sitting and they were chanting, and there was this network where they put their tails in the ground, and there were these nerves, and they were all connected to each other, chanting and just giving their energy to to move the consciousness from one to the next. This to me is very symbolic for you connecting with the people that are around you, you connecting with the ones that are being sent to you, so that you can raise not only your own vibration nothing but create this network of love and compassion for the fucking world. That is what this feels like. I stand on that, because what I do feel like is that what I'm hearing right now is that you are a chosen one, meaning even though we are all chosen for something, please don't feel as though I'm saying that you're better than someone else or that they're better than you. No, you were a chosen one, meaning that these hardships are literally molding you to become someone that is going to bring connection and to bring people together. You are literally bringing the people together. You just have to let yourself be carried from this place to the next so that you can focus on that. And then you can in turn create a network and contribute to the network being created to create love and unity for the world. That's what this feels like. Like, I can't see this any other way. I cannot see this any other way. And I stand firmly in that. And the encouraging message that I feel like I would really want to give you guys is that you guys have been through so fucking much that you deserve all the healing that you need. You deserve all the healing that you need. You deserve to be a part of a network that is promising growth, sustainability in all areas of your life, no matter what is going on right now in your life. You deserve the finest of fucking things, but not only that, you deserve the highest quality of emotional experiences. It's not always tangible. It's not always something that you can touch and feel, but it's something that you can feel on the inside of you that you know exists, even though you can't see it. It's there. You feel it. It's a part of your being. That's how you know. And in reference to what I was saying earlier about the consciousness, this is you allowing yourself to move from one space to another so that your consciousness can then elevate. That's what I feel like Spirit was bringing me to that movie, Avatar. That's what that felt like. And this message was so random. I'm not even kidding. It was so random. And at the bottom of the Rider-Waite deck, you do have the Lover's card here. So there is, to me, something where I just heard the word contemplation, where something is being contemplated, but it's something that you are trying to figure out. What is it that I want to align with? What is it that I truly do want? What is it that I feel is a reflection of me? And you're allowing Spirit to be the mediator between you and this other thing to make sure that this is a holy, I just heard Holy Trinity, even though we see the number 2 here. This makes me feel like a Holy Trinity because it's you, your divine other, and Spirit. That is the Holy Trinity here. I can't, like, oh man. You guys, I just had to get that message out. And I don't know why I just seen the bison. A bison. An American Indian bison. And I keep seeing, and I'm seeing hooved animals, and I'm also seeing elephants, giraffes, whales. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. I didn't mean to move the camera. My fault. Let me fix this. And you guys are going to hear noise in the background. Those are my neighbors. They're kids, so forgive me for that. But anyways, you guys, I really do... Oh, shoot. I really do feel like... That doesn't really feel right. I'm going to keep shuffling. Oh, wow. Oh, speaking of hoofed animals, the elk just came out. Stamina, awareness, tenacity. Sorry about that. You are being guided to keep your eyes, mind, and heart on your desires. Marshal your power to follow through and break free from discomfort. Expand and stretch yourself in ways you never thought possible. You are a teacher and student of life. The interesting thing is that I did get a vision of someone being stretched. Wow, I just can't even. Spirit is always so fucking present. So remember earlier when I was saying in the reading how it feels like when you take like a piece of gum or clay and you keep stretching it, and then it's like you just keep stretching it until it breaks. In this sense, what Spirit is saying, you are being stretched, but in a sense, this is you, in a sense, becoming more flexible in this endeavor. This is you becoming more flexible as it pertains to these aspects of your life. That's what this feels like. And the more you stretch, the more you grow, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more that you grow. That's what this feels like. And you are breaking free from discomfort. That's what this feels like. It's so amazing. that came out. And it's so interesting that I kept getting this feeling of like hooved animals, and the elk comes out. I just love that. And the amazing thing about elk is that this one has antlers. So to me, this is nobility. This is strength. This is leadership. That's everything to do with it. Everything to do with those things. Oh man, you guys, I just love you guys so much. Wow, the deers at the bottom of the deck. I cannot. You are speed, accuracy, endurance. You are being guided to no longer stand in the shadows of fear. Begin today to allow yourself to be seen. What you seek is there to be found. Take an inspired action and a leap of faith towards your heart's desires. I do feel like, if anything, this deck, oh my goodness. Hang on, you guys. Oh boy. These two want us to fly out, so let's see what they are. Sheep and blue jay. Compassionate, gentle, youthful. These cards are so beautiful. Sorry about the ring light. You are being guided to have gratitude for all that is in your life. Begin today to walk to your new path. Remove any unproductive relationships and connect with your authentic self. You are a kind and compassionate person who shines brightly. And it's so amazing because even though this is sheep, to me, this is a representation of just allowing yourself to be guided by spirit in a sense. And this is also your ability to just be calm, to be peaceful, to be tranquil, to just trust in this process, to just trust in the divine, because the divine really is you. You are the divine. You are a fragment or a fractal of the divine. You are a fractal of divine consciousness. It is you, and then there is a multiplicity of singularities amongst you, which will be me, your neighbor, brother, sister, whoever. That's who it is that we are. So in a sense, what I do feel, why is that coming through, Spirit? Why is that coming through? Okay. Spirit said to read this. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Actually, we have two more cards here. We have Blue Jay and Unicorn. Interesting. Assertive, daring, universal wisdom. You are being guided to be aware of synchronicities in your life. You are entering a time of intellectual and spiritual growth. New truths are forming each day. Be fearless. Trust your gut. Be your authentic self. Take inspired action, and what you desire will come to fruition. This is interesting. And then, of course, we have Unicorn here. Purity, wisdom, action. You are being guided to have faith in yourself, the knowledge you possess, and the magic of the universe. You are where you are supposed to be. Feel your way through each segment of your life. You will clearly see your next move and take action. Big results are the ripple effect of inspired action. So what this does feel like is that once you are, and interestingly enough, we do have the Chariot card here, which I do feel like is a card of action in my opinion, in my own little humble opinion, even though I feel like when it comes to the Chariot, this is us projecting our will and allowing ourselves to move forward. But this is steady movement, though. This is not just a sprint. This is steady movement at a very at a paced speed, if that makes sense. So to have this come out, what it does feel like is that there is a lot of action that needs to be taken. But before you take that action, what the Spirit is saying is that even though these cards are coming out, there is still a need for rest. There is still a need or a period of quiet that is needed before you do take the action. What happens, Spirit is saying, I need you to tap into your mind first. Tap into the mental domain first, because when you tap into the mental domain, that is how magic works. It starts in the ethereal, it starts in the thought processes, and then we project that out into the world. We then project that, and then we take action on these things to make our thoughts come to fruition. For example, this chair, I am sitting on a thought right now. This table is a thought. These cards, we are reading thoughts right now. These are thoughts, right? And it took someone to think of these things, to say, this is what I want it to look like. This is my vision. Now I'm going to take what it is that I know that I can do, my gifts, my talents, and my knowledge, and I'm going to create something based off of that. And in your sense, it is the same thing, but Spirit is saying, I need you to focus on your healing first. I need you to get to a space of emotional equilibrium. That is what Spirit is saying to you. I just love that message so much. Like, oh my goodness, you guys. You guys, I can't even begin to tell you how... I can't even begin to tell you guys. I'm gonna pull from a couple of... Oh my goodness. You guys, I can't make this shit up at all. I have not shuffled from this deck in so long. Look at what's at the bottom of the deck. A Time for Healing. Balsamic Moon. I cannot. Like, that's going right there. And I have been drawn to these cards for whatever reason. Oh my God. And then, of course, look. The end of a tough cycle approaches. And then we also, that's the full moon in Capricorn. And then we have Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way. Full moon in Leo. One thing that I do love about these cards right here from our moon... I don't know what deck this is. Our Moonology deck. What I find really interesting about this is that this is what we were talking about earlier. This emotional cycle that we were going through, or that you are going through right now, where you feel emotionally stretched. I feel like that is definitely coming to an end, especially because we do have the 10 of Swords here. That right there is confirmation enough that this is definitely ending. Now, the interesting thing about this is that you have 2 full moons here, and then you also have a balsamic moon. One of the things that I love about this, one thing that I do love about this is that the more that you heal, the more that you let yourself marinate in healing, I then do feel like you can allow yourself to then burst with new love, new excitement, new ideas, new whatever. And the thing about the full moon is that the full moon highlights and it triggers and it highlights what it is that we already are. So if you're someone that is naturally happy, flamboyant, whatever, the full moon will bring that out of you. It will highlight that. It will take that and it will blow it up in a sense, and it will shine its voluminous light upon that. If you are someone who is naturally, if you're someone who's depressing or a bit more negative or a little bit more pessimistic, it will bring those and highlight and amplify that, because the moon in a sense is an amplifier. That is the reason why we put our oils and stuff under the full moonlight, to amplify the energy, because the moon is going to amplify everything that it touches. It's going to do that. So it reveals, it's very revealing. It reveals the things that are the energy that is there, and then it enhances it. It blows it up. And that's why when people say, oh, damn, during the full moon, shit hits the fan. Yes, because it's highlighting everything that's already there, that's been hidden. It highlights the shadows. It highlights everything. Interesting. We have here full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. Look at your healing. Look at your journey as a whole. Look at what you've gone through as a whole, and that's where you'll be able to find your answer. This is your ability to use philosophy to get through your pain, your suffering, and all those different things, and apply the newfound wisdom for yourself, but also as a way for you to connect with other people through those nerves, through that network. Connect with those other people so that you can then create healing for not only yourself, but for your community, for the world. That is what I feel like. Also, the person in the vision that was picking up the other person to carry them over, Spirit is saying, I am sending you someone. I don't want you to feel like you have to do it alone. Please don't let your pride get in your way. Some of you guys are used to being the person that creates a safe space for others, and Spirit is saying, I need you to let yourself be catered to. Don't forget that. The Spirit is saying. Okay, so now we are done with this deck. We are going to move on to our last and our final deck. We are going to be using our spell casting cards. I am trying to move a little bit faster. I'm not really sure why. I don't know why I feel like I need to move so fast. But also, you guys, forgive my background. My kid is upstairs once again. He, is listening to his tablet. So I'm going to do my best to drown the sound out, of course. Sorry about that, you guys. I have to go check on my kids. But we're going to go ahead and continue with this message. My energy has definitely calmed down since earlier, but earlier I was just on fire. I was like, yo, I was trying so hard not to be so loud. Because I know that the microphone's like right here. So I really just had to get that out. Like, that was sitting on my polo heart over here. And I was like, yo, somebody needs to hear this. and they're gonna hear it today. And one of the things that I have to work on in my readings is that I try so hard not to sound like I'm lecturing people. And because I'm naturally a teacher, I'm naturally someone that is very passionate. And so sometimes it does come off as if I'm lecturing. I'm not trying to lecture you guys. I apologize that if it does come off like that. If it doesn't, I mean, to you, let me know down in the comments, please. Like, that would really help me out. I don't know, you guys. Like, I don't know. But these cards are still loading. Spirit is like, I don't know if I'm supposed to use these. Whenever it takes too long for a card to come out in a deck, this lets me know that I'm more than likely I'm not supposed to use it. Yeah, no. Or maybe if I just, like, I don't want to force the energy, but I do feel like doing this might help. That's interesting. Reconciliation came out again, and then we also do have forgiveness here. Wow, this is a message all in itself. For some of you guys, you are learning how to be okay with what happened. You are allowing yourself to forgive the people, or the people that have a place and what it is that you're going through right now. And when it comes to reconciliation, in a sense, what I kind of see this as, really, in a way, is I truly kind of see this just as you coming to terms and them coming to terms and you shaking hands and you just simply walking away. That is your reconciliation. That is what your reconciliation looks like as of right now. That is the way Spirit is showing it to me. I don't know why that's coming through, but for some of y'all, it's the reconciliation where you guys join back together because you've gotten through it. You guys are going through a shadow period. I don't know why this is bringing me to one-on-one partnerships, 7th house energy. Check your 7th house placements. See what the ruler is and all that good stuff. And then justice came out one more time. I like that. I love that, actually. Things are definitely going to be made right very, very soon. They're actually being made right now, actually, as we speak. So there's no reason for you to harbor or hang on or dangle yourself underneath that or hover over that, because things are already being made right. This is the process of you making it right, or everything is coming together exactly the way that it should. And actually, I lied, you guys. I apologize. I'm actually going to pull from our Kipper deck. I'm not even going to pronounce that that name, but let's see. Bad health. I just heard Spirit say to make sure that you are not stressing, because this is it's taking a toll on your physical body. This bad health really is just a culmination of emotions that you're not releasing, is what this feels like. Or it's hard to release it, and so it's finding a place in the body to rest and to sit. I just heard the word, I don't know why, I just heard the word tumor and cancer. I'm hoping that you guys don't have that. I am never going to wish that upon anyone. Don't take it as you do. But Spirit is saying to get checked out, but don't expect that to be the cause. But Spirit is saying be careful and watch what it is that you are doing, so that it doesn't lead to that. High honor just came through. You know what high honor just made me feel like? High honor, in a sense, kind of brought me to someone that is going to be recognized for the shit that they went through. They're going to be recognized for the shit that they overcame. They're going to be recognized. And for whatever reason, Spirit is saying for some of you guys, this reading was because the emotional torment or pain that you guys are going through was because of a bad health situation, possibly. Because you possibly found out some bad news about something, and that's the reason why you are feeling what you're feeling, and you're being brought to a space where you can be nurtured with the healthiest, the highest quality of foods, herbs, and things like that. I just heard the words mugwort, thistle. I heard high John the Conqueror roots, ashwagandha, chicory root. I don't know why catnip's coming through, but those are all the herbs that are and roots that are coming through right now. I don't have time in this video to go through each one, so I'm not going to. Uh-oh. but there is a message for you. There is a message for you in that. So you can study the symbolism of each of those herbs that I did just mention, because in that there is a message. Anyways, I love you guys with all of my fucking heart. You guys have my best interest. Of course, you guys have all of my love. Y'all got all of my respect. Y'all have all of my honor. It's always good to be in good love and high vibes and good spirit with you guys. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please connect with me down in the comment section. I would love for y'all to do that. Also, if you know that there's someone that may need to hear this message, please send this video to them. Please repost it. Please share it. Please like it. Please subscribe. Because when you guys do that, it will push me into the algorithm. And I really want people to know who it is that we are. I want our community to grow. I want us to be seen in the world because we deserve that shit. It is what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? And I say we and not me because you guys are a part of this tribe too. You guys are what helps this grow. It's me giving the messages and doing the work, yes, but you guys are also doing the work by sharing, by commenting. You guys are contributing to the growth of Eden, and I really do appreciate that, and I always do, and I will always love and cherish that. You guys can also find me at Magic of Eden on Instagram, and I also do have a website, magicofeden.com. If you guys want to, you can also enter into the dark side, enter the shadow room at Shadows X Magic. I will make sure to link everything down in the description box. I love you guys, and I hope that you all have an amazing evening.